Good morning, guys. అందరూ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? So, welcome to OT Web Technologies. Today, I'm explaining 3 or 4 points regarding C Sharp .NET framework. First of all, I'm explaining two ways. Sorry, how many ways to run our C Sharp code. First one, it is a older version. It is a older version using CSC compiler. Using CSC compiler, using CSC compiler under OS of which operating system? Windows operating system. Windows operating system. Uh, that means to write a single file, to write a single file with .cs extension. .cs .cs extension. That means in Java or Python we have different types of compiling and run this mission code, right? So at the same time, in older version in C sharp class, in older version C sharp class, suppose we are developing hello.cs file, hello.cs file. See, assume that when you are learning in C sharp, must aware of this type of syntaxes. Then only you can learn what we are learning and what we are going to our improvement our skills. That is also important. So coming to the point, we are writing one code. That code .cs extension and class name is hello.cs file, hello.cs file, and csc space hello.cs to run. It is execution to convert our mission code or byte code. So next, hello.exe, it is execution. It is execution to output output. Now no projects are needed in our in older way process, because Microsoft they tell this is totally outdated and only working on Windows platform, only working on Windows platform, only working on Windows platform. Okay, in coming to the second point, modern way, modern way. Coming to the modern way, only .NET commands, only using .NET commands. For example, if you are writing a code, the same code, same hello.cs file, hello.cs file, same code, hello.cs file, not create directly, not create directly. Why? Because in modern way .NET framework, in modern way .NET framework is completely different. Why? Because .NET as run it's set of some rules and responsibility depending on library and depending, already the framework is a set of var and jar files. So instead of var and jar files, they are using some set of environment creation. So first we need a set of project. On which projects? There is console project. There is console projects. There is console project. How to create console project means, how to create console project means .NET new console n and my application demo. My application demo. This is syntax to create to our first control console projects. The project name is my application demo 1. This is very most important in upcoming way. I will tell later point of time how to create application. What is that inside of applications program.cs file and my application.cs prog. That extraction is a very important inside every console application. These are all I will discussing later point of time. As you know, to aware of how many ways it can possible to run our application. So next one, so second point, what is CLR? Common language at runtime. Common language at runtime. Common language at runtime. So I will open to one PPT. So excellently I am created. So what is CLR? CLR stands for Common Language Runtime. It is a heart of the .NET framework to execute your C sharp code after converting into mission code. Think for translator and manager. Think if it a translator and manager. Coming to that point, CLR. What is CLR? CLR is a common language runtime. It is a heart of the .NET framework. Imagine C sharp program your computer cannot directly understand, right? Why? Because computer or any other mission only for understanding for mission code, not for directly code. So CLR convert into mission code. Okay, that should be aware of what is CLR. It is very important. Every developer in your learning stage, this is very important. Coming to the responsibilities, CLR responsibility, it is useful features what does for you and what does for you and CLR responsibilities. And one is code execution, so runs your code line by line. That is execution process. Our code will checking and code what is wrong and what is right. This is line by line in the execution. So next, memory management. What is meaning of memory management means automatically allocated and release that memory. So that is garbage collection. This is wonderful feature inside our common language CLR. And coming to the third point, handling. Exception handling. If if an error happens, CLR manage it. That means unknown errors also it will detect and it will handle that situations depending on code. So inside our class. Security. CLR enforced code access. Security only safe code to run. Suppose you are writing syntax mistakes, it not runnable inside our .NET framework project. Now present we are using console project. Inside our console project, if you are writing in code on class, that class inside any small mistakes in syntaxes does not run to into your project. Coming to the thread management, managing thread management manages multi-threading. That means if multiple tasks run at the same time, CLR control them. CLR control them. This is most important CLR responsibility and should be aware of learning before C sharp. So example, if you are code write a console dot write line. What is meaning of console dot write line? I will explain later point of time. The learning stage for programming fundamentals and programming syntaxes. I will explain them. So if you are writing in console write line, so inside our hello world compiler to IL, that is intermediate language. That is intermediate language. You should understanding that compile stage and CLRs inside JIT compiler. So the see just in time compiler. It will just in time compiler. It will take intermediate language to mission code. That means intermediate language converting to mission code help for JIT compiler. JIT compiler where it is exactly inside our CLR. The program runs on your system, not only your system, any system, Windows, Mac, Linux, everywhere in your program. That is CLR. That is CLR. So what is CTS? CTS means common type system. CTS means common type system. CTS is a one of the defined standard data type used across .NET language. See, when you are trying to learn any code or any programming language, internally it will different types of standards. So standard data types that is mandatory. Ensure consistent behavior of int and string. That is very most important to when you are learning in any programming language. And coming to the very most example, CTS type example means int a is equal to 5. That is a declaration is the store in one memory location. That memory location it will interact with one data type. So at that same time CTS type it will automatically converting system dot into 32. That is 32-bit memory location. Okay. And second, if you are storing in one string data type, so that will corresponding CTS type example system dot string is a CTF type. CTS type. CLS rules is I will explaining one example. Use common type intent string. Don't use unsafe code like pointers. Pointer is one of the pointers is one of the feature in the modern base. C sharp, C++, that is there. So here, don't use pointers in safe code. Follow naming conventions like class name and as well as method name should be convenient manner. That is, method name and class name must follow naming convention. Coming to that point, CLR, CTS, and CLS. Coming to the CLR, Common Language Runtime, it execution code management, memory management, and handles error. That means run the code and manage memory and errors also should understanding and managing it inside our CLR. CTS defines common data type and ensure type safety, that is inside our CTS. CLR is a defined rules to make code compatible access in .NET. That mean CLS means what is CLS? CLS common language specifications. If you are writing one language, if we are using language, what is inside our .NET language? Present we are using C sharp. Suppose your friend or your colleague or different types of languages internally happen in .NET framework like F sharp language and VB.NET. There is F sharp language. These are flavors. Every language is different types of language, right? It will interact with finally the execution of the mission code is the same. That is a wonderful feature inside our .NET framework. Our next point is Visual Studio and VS Code. Coming to that Visual Studio for IDE, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment with graphical user interface. Compiler and debugging purpose, we are using Visual Studio Code. Coming to that VS Code, VS Code is a lightweight editor with extensions like libraries and some type of internally external private libraries we are importing. That means that means what that means snippets and code type of syntaxes it automatically that debugging to our code. VS Code, it is usually uh, regularly front-end users, front-end UI developers and UI UX developers and Angular or React developers, those peoples are using VS Code. Use VS Code for learning, Visual Studio for full stack projects, that is follow to our rules. Coming to, we are discussing CLR, CTS and CLS. This is the three different definitions and what is the purpose of it. I will telling simple manner. CLR is a translator and manager. Translator and manager. CTS is inside our dictionary .NET type. CTS means dictionary for .NET type. Rules for shared code for using CLS. That is, if you are writing in C sharp programming, another people are using F sharp language or VB.NET. But finally, output is same. Why? Because CLS flavor is inside our .NET framework. It will use that after compilation. So bytecode or any mission code that will similar to output. Thank you for watching this video. What is CLR? Already explained. And third one, what is CTS? And finally, CLS. And fourth one, sorry, this is fifth one, right? PS Code versus Visual Studio Code. This is a wonderful feature, must ever before learning of any C sharp, before learning C sharp programming and .NET framework peoples. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. If you are not seen my previous videos, to go to my channel in OT Web Technologies to must show see in my previous videos. And finally, we are telling like that this is my channel, right? Okay. And see 16th June uh, words, we are conducting a new batch start from 10 to 11:30 a.m. It is a 1.5 hour every day. So 16 to 21th, we are providing demo classes. After that, paid service classes we are providing. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and share your friends and family members. Thank you, guys. Bye.